We all know that Africa is home to 60% of the world's renewable energy resources, 30% of the world's mineral resources, 65% of the world's arable uncultivated agricultural land. And by 2050, will be home to the largest market of close to 2.5 billion people who will be living in this continent. If there is any serious business person or investor or entrepreneur that is thinking about the future, and they are not thinking about Kenya, Ghana, and Africa, then there is something wrong with their future. My visit to Ghana is a clear demonstration that this is where the future of prosperity, of investment, of entrepreneurship, of business is. And I am greatly inspired listening to the business people in this room, beginning to understand the huge opportunity, the tremendous potential that exists in our continent. Investors, and I keep telling my countrymen in Kenya, investors don't necessarily have to be white, foreign. Sometimes they are your brother and sister next door. And it is important for you, as business people, to begin to open up your mind to the opportunities that exist within our borders. It is not possible to be prosperous when your neighbor is not. It's difficult. The prosperity of Ghana is good for Kenya and vice versa, because that's how we can grow together. We as policymakers are expanding the horizon of opportunities for our business people, because our target is on how to use the raw materials that we have to grow industry, expand our value addition mechanisms, deepen agro processing, expand opportunities for job creation, leverage on development of skills, work relentlessly on technology transfer, and specifically work on market diversification and integration. It is important for business people to look at what are the opportunities. And I'm very happy listening to captains of industry speaking here from both the chambers of commerce in Kenya and Ghana, the Association of Manufacturers in Ghana and in Kenya, speak about the interaction. This morning, we just concluded the elevation of our relations at the country level from a joint commission to a binational commission that will give us more latitude and leverage to be able to consolidate our relationship around the things that are mutually beneficial between Ghana and Kenya, East Africa and West Africa. We want our business people, entrepreneurs, and investors from our continent to leverage on the opportunities that exist as we build a single African market, as we reform the Africa Union so that it becomes a fit-for-purpose organization, as we support the efforts being made by President Nana Akufo-Addo in reorganizing Africa's financial institutions, from the Africa Central Bank to the Pan-African Insurance Facility to the Africa Investment Bank and the Africa facilities that would help us assist African institutions to grow, that each and every business person looks at the horizon beyond Ghana, beyond Kenya, into the African market. My mission here from Kenya has been to make sure that no opportunity is lost, no opportunity is missed by both Kenyan and Ghanaian business people and entrepreneurs to move our continent forward, create opportunities for employment, enhance our manufacturing capacity, and move our nations to the next level. I'm very proud that we will be signing instruments here today that will provide greater impetus and framework for our two business communities working together. Thank you very much.
We, the politicians, we can do our best to provide the framework. Like we were lucky to have a generation of African leaders who saw the importance of coming together to form the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. We met in Rwanda, signed the agreement in Kigali, and brought it into being. After years of discussion, suddenly there was a momentum which was seized and the agreement came into being. But at the end of the day, if the agreement is to live, it is because the business communities of our continent will see the opportunities that there are in the African Continental Free Trade Area to build businesses across countries, to build businesses within countries, to trade across countries, and therefore help develop our continent. I have to have a question to you. Are you ready for this task? Because that's the question. Are you ready for this task? Yes, we can have a lot of meetings, but if at the end of the day we're not going to have the business initiatives and developments, a lot of the talk is just going to be just that, talk. So we want to be able, we want the Ghanaian president of 10 years' time to sit here, to stand here and say that now intra-African trade represents 25%, 30% our collective GDP, gone up from the 15% that his predecessor talked about in 2024. We want to see that growth, because it is that growth that holds the key to our future. So once again, Mr. President, who understands these issues better than probably any of the presidents in Africa today, and is being extremely eloquent and forceful in talking about the decisions that have to be taken to make this new Africa work. I want once again to say, Karibu, Ghana. And let us hope that at the end of all of this, we will have a really firm understanding of the commitments we have to make to each other to make our future that much brighter.
Thank you very much. Shall we give them a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you very much. May we give them a round of applause as they exchange their MoUs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. May we exchange the MoUs? Shall we give them a round of applause as they exchange their MoUs? Thank you. Thank you, AGI and CAM. Thank you so much. Thank you. Shall we clap for them as they exchange their MoUs?